Suspend your disbelief, your rational, analytic mind, just for a minute, just for the length of this podcast. What if all I am about to tell you is the truth? What if the information you will be provided is from a divine source? Just for this time, I am your Axis Mundi. Consider this podcast your channel, your second opinion. When I do a reading, something larger than myself is working through me. So ask what you wish. This is your channel, your doorway to the divine. Welcome back to John's Tarot. In this episode, we step into sacred territory, the realm of Sophia, the archetype of divine wisdom and divine truth. Sophia is not a doctrine or a dogma. She is an archetype, a living presence in the psyche, the part of us that knows truth even when the world is full of deception, the part of us that calls us back to authenticity, and the part of us that awakens when we begin the deeper stages of individuation. As we explore Sophia today, we explore the union of psychology and spirit, symbol and intuition, tarot and inner revelation. And together we discover how the archetype of divine truth guides us through confusion, illusion, and shadow into clarity, purpose, and inner freedom. This is my second episode in my Soul Awakened series. Next week I will be doing episode 3, Recovery and Spiritual Awakening. These first 3 episodes, introduce the core themes of the entire series. So enjoy the series, and as I'll enjoy presenting them to you. Okay, let's move on. Welcome to John's Tarot. Today we explore one of the most profound archetypes in spiritual and psychological history, Sophia, the embodiment of divine wisdom and divine truth. In times of confusion and deception, Sophia arises as an inner guide, a presence that cuts through illusion and calls us back into harmony with our deepest truth. Section 1. Who is Sophia? Sophia appears in early Christianity, in Jewish mysticism and Gnostic writings, and even in Jung's own reflections on the feminine principle. But Sophia is not a historical figure. She is an archetype. In Jungian psychology, an archetype is a universal pattern of the psyche, something deeper than personality, deeper than belief. Sophia represents the wisdom that lies within the unconscious, a wisdom that is older than religion and older than the ego. Section 2. Sophia as divine truth. Sophia is not just wisdom. She is truth. Not the human truth of opinions, politics, or narratives, but divine truth. That which cannot be distorted. That which the soul recognizes instantly. That which brings clarity and peace. When Sophia is active in your psyche, you feel a pull towards authenticity. You sense when something is false, even if the world insists it is true. You feel guided not by fear, but by inner knowledge. Sophia's truth is not shouted, it is revealed. Section 3. Sophia and the Tarot. Several tarot cards carry the energy of Sophia. 1. The High Priestess. She is the veil between conscious and unconscious, intuition, hidden truth, sacred memory. 2. Temperance. The alchemist of opposites, the harmonizer. She restores balance through divine insight. 3. The Star. Hope, purification, a return to spiritual clarity after the collapse of the tower. 4. Justice. Objective truth, cosmic balance, the blade that cuts illusion. 5. The World. Wholeness, completion, the integrated self, the final stage of individuation. Section 4. How Sophia appears in the individuation process. Sophia emerges at the latter stages of individuation, when the seeker has already confronted the shadow, loosened the persona, and begun the dialogue with deeper self. She comes when the psyche is ready for truth, not the truth we want, but the truth that frees us. In this role, Sophia becomes a compass. When you are tempted by illusion, she brings clarity. When you are surrounded by chaos, she brings order. When you are lost, she brings insight. Section 5. The Sophia Invocation Spread. Here is a special tarot spread I designed for the viewers at home. It's in a 5-card star-shaped layout. Card 1. What truth am I avoiding? Card 2. What truth is emerging? Card 3. What wisdom seeks expression? Card 4. What illusion must fall away? Card 5. How Sophia guides me now. This spread is not for divination. It's for revelation. Section 6. Sophia's message for these times. We live in an era of noise, deception, and confusion. Many have lost their connection to truth, inner truth, higher truth. Sophia rises during such times, not to punish, not to frighten, but to remind us. Truth is not outside of you. Truth is within you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Sophia as the archetype of divine truth. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more journeys into tarot, Sophia, and the path of individuation, and may wisdom guide your steps. This is the part of the show where I do a little tarot reading. This is my Sophia invocation spread. I'm providing this to you so you don't have to go through the extremes that I went through in order to contact this part of your psyche. The first time I encountered it was about 16 years ago. And then again, about 7 years ago, 15 years ago, was up in the high Sierras, where I kind of had an awakening up there. I've talked about it in the past. And then about 7 years ago, I was involved in some type of a ceremony, local. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. And this is a much simpler method and much safer method. It's just using tarot cards and a little reflection. So this is called the Sophia invocation. You want to find out where you're at in terms of what is your inner wisdom telling you about what is going on in your life. And very simple. And I'm going to provide a tarot reading each week. And these are free, so you get something for free. All right. My ability to read tarot is a gift, an expression of divine love, and I'm here to share it with you in that same spirit. Get that out of the way. The first card, what truth am I avoiding? And that is the 3 of Wands. What truth am I avoiding? I'm looking forward, and I'm starting a new. I'm starting something new with John's Tarot, and as I look forward, I realize that I have to. This has taken the support of other people, my family, Sophia herself, and I have to remember to continue to help my family, be kind to my family, because I'm going to need their support as I move forward. That's the truth I am avoiding. What truth is emerging? And that is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords. What truth is emerging? I'm excited about this new adventure, about this new series I'm doing, and I'm charging forth, and that is the truth that's happening right now, and but I have to be careful as I move forward, not to move forward too fast without thinking about the consequences of my actions, and that has always been my tendency to race into something. And I have to carefully plan it out and plan out each step, which I have done. And I also have to remember not everybody is going to be open to the information I'm offering.
that some people just cannot see beyond their limitations. And only those people who are interested and appropriate will be drawn to these videos. What wisdom seeks expression? The Five of Swords. So I may not be happy with the rest of the world. I talk about not everybody is going to be drawn to this series. Not everybody's going to find it interesting or valuable. A lot of people will, tarot and just completely ignore it. And I might not be happy with the way the rest of the world is behaving. The rest of the world tends to behave on a me-first attitude. And in terms of this series, I need to have a thick skin, the green tunic, and I need to keep my swords of truth close to my chest, and I need to sidestep controversy. And that is the truth that is emerging in respect to what I'm doing with this series. Okay, my next card. What illusion must fall away? The Two of Wands. What illusion must fall away? The Two of Wands. I think that has to do more with. I've started this. I've started this job. I've started this series, and the illusion, and I think the world is just going to be receptive, and I'm waiting for my ship to come in, and I have to realize that again, it's a repeat, that not everybody is going to be receptive to this, and I think it's going to be madly successful. It will not be. It's only going to be the people who are drawn to it. And it's going to be a small part of the population, a small part of the viewing audience. And as I look forward, what illusion must fall away? I'm waiting for my ship to come in. It may not necessarily come in. I'm doing this for different purposes. I've always wanted to do a series and leave something behind that has some true social impact and ability to help people. And then how Sophia guides me now. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, it has new growth, new beginnings, and that's we're just in phase one, the first 3 episodes, and so that's the new growth and new beginnings. And Sophia is advising me to be patient and hang in there, because things don't necessarily move at my pace. They're just at the beginning. So that is going to be my little. How to use the Sophia invocation spread. If you are out there and you would like to be interviewed on John's Tarot, maybe you have some experience with Jungian psychology and the Jungian journey, or the Fool's Journey. I'd love to interview you. Send me a text, send me an email if you have some questions that you would like to ask. Go ahead and send me some questions, and we'll try to address it. Until then, let me see.
Goodbye, Professor Marvel, and thanks a lot.
Well, it was my pleasure. I hope to see you again on Tuesday. I'll do my Tuesday podcast, and I'm going to I will post my Tuesday podcast up on John's Tarot, up on YouTube under a different playlist, and I'll work on that a little bit today. I had a nice episode last week on this journey, and I'll post something up there again for this week. So until next week, be careful, be cool, be kind. Remember, have strength, find courage, find faith, the most important. And I'll talk to you all again next week.